When I was in Israel, I was in a class learning about how to handle apples, and it's good to have more knowledge so that at least when we are bringing up Wambugu apples, we have an idea. And we learned some few things, one being pruning apples. There before I didn't have the know-how, why should you prune an apple? But now I have an idea why I should prune an apple. The reason of pruning an apple tree, one is to allow, the sunshine to heat most of the branches. And heating is when the flowering like this one happening, the sunshine like this one you're seeing I'm facing here is able to hit here and not to be clouded somewhere here. So opening up is very important. And one way of opening up is cutting or removing all the branches that are clouded at the center. And this is what I'm doing this morning. And I decided to do this video to ensure that no one will miss this point. And no one should even try to ignore this, because this is it's the one way of having more yield and more fruits. The other thing that I learned about a fruiting of apple, I'll call it apple because I was in Israel, is that you need to do what is called thinning. When you talk about thinning is when the flowers are like this, and one branch like this one has almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buds that have 5 fruits. So that means if there are 6 points, those are 30 fruits, because it's 6 multiplied by 5. So that would be too much for this branch to carry that, given that we need we need quality fruits. So for you to get the quality fruits, you need to remove some of the fruits, which is called thinning. So you literally remove the fruits and throw them away. Don't remove when the flowers are out, because you don't know which flower that will make it to a fruit. I hope that one you understand. Not every flower will resort to. So you might remove the flower, and then that is the flower that was to become a fruit. So allow the flowers to become and form some fruits. Then time the weak fruits, remove them and throw them away. And that is what is called thinning. I thought you should know. So once you do that, allow like two fruits at every point, because you have more branches, then it means that you have quality fruits, which are very, they have a lot of weight. Because if you can allow the 30, and then 10 pieces makes a kilo, and then you are, after thinning, I thin my fruits, you are getting 30, mine I thin, and I'm left like 10 fruits, or even 20. You have 30, but 4 or 5 pieces makes a kilo. But your fruits are 10. If you didn't thin, they are 10, makes a kilo. So see, there's somewhere we are not matching up. The math is not mathing anyway. So you're supposed to allow like 2 at every point. So that is what we call thinning. So at this point, I cannot be able to remove some of the flowers, because I don't know which, because this is nature. I don't know which fruit, the flower that will form fruit. So I'll wait for the formation of the fruits. Then from there, I'll be able to remove and throw them away, and then allow that. So what I'm talking about now is about thinning, and I'll show you how not thinning, the pruning. So you time or you target the weakest branches, then you open up. These are what we call also if your fruits or your trees, you didn't before train them to open up or to bed them. That's another thing that they trained us there, that you can also bed the branches. And by bedding is like, you see this one is already bedding, and you can realize the branch that is bedding, it has more flowers. But this one which is starting here, it has not yet opened the budding and the flowering. So you're supposed to pull them down, as you see, and pull the other branch like that, and make sure that here inside is open. So after thinning, you still have another thing to do. You need to pull the few branches you have left. You can have like 6 branches, or even, another tree like this one, which is more like 1 year, or no, about 2 years. So you're supposed to make sure that you are training it to bed. Like you can have like 6 branches. But if now the tree is about 5-10 years, you can pull the branches. You leave like 20 branches, but pull them to ensure that the branches which are at the center are able to see or receive the sunshine very good. So you pull them down. Don't ask whether the branches will break. No, apple branches are very swift. They can go down and come up. You can see this one. It's having some flowers, some fruit also. After the fruiting, it will just come up so easily. So you pull them then down, and you can use a rope. You get it, and then you put them down. And again, that one will happen when we train our. There's one thing, I learned a lot. Even I don't know where to start. By putting down, you ensure that you're using the vertical, because I was saying, you make sure that the trees, like when I'm standing here, the sun is coming. You can see it's hitting my face. The sun is coming this way. So you're supposed to put your lines like this, not the way we are putting them this way. So we are supposed to put the lines like this, so that when you're pulling the branches, all of them are heading to the same direction, either left or the right. So when you pull them that way, then you train them so that when the sun comes in the morning, this side will be able to enjoy the sun, because when the sun is hitting the branches and then the flowering, the fruiting and that warmth is felt in the tree. So the fruiting will be able to happen and the quality of your fruits. So once the sun is hitting on this side, then after going and what do we call, I don't even know what to say. When it's disappearing, the other side, it will be able to hit on the other side. So that's why they say that you put your lines vertical, so that they can enjoy both morning and in the evening. I hope you got that one. So now pulling them on that side, on this side, then it can be able to help, the center also to enjoy the sun. So if you happen like me, who have already planted the apples, like mine have done Wambugu apples, then this is where the pruning comes in. So that, because you cannot uproot and start doing whatever vertical I'm talking about, then you need to open and pull them down, and then you you prune inside here. There's another change that we need to do, the spacing. I was shocked because we were doing 2.5 by 2.5 meters. But we need now to change and make it 1 meter by 3 meters. When I say 1 meter, it's from one tree to the other. So if this one is here, you just use your, as farmers, we are very practical. You not find us with some measurements, but anyway, you can do that for those. But for me, I'm a practical farmer. So that is 1 meter, the way I'm standing. So from this, and you time the center for those who are doing new, because you are making a hole of 2 feet or 60 centimeters around. So you don't time at the edge of the hole, but you time at the center, because that is where you're going to place your apple. So don't make that mistake. After doing the 2 feet, the hole. So after doing the 2 feet or 60 centimeters, for the sake of South African farmers, Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, you guys, you talk of centimeters. So 60 centimeters by 60 and 60 deep. So us, the East African and our West Africa farmers, we talk of 2 feet by 2 feet and 2 feet deep. So don't time at the edge of the 60 centimeters or the 2 feet. You time at the center, because that is where you're going to place your apple. So from here, I'm timing the center. Then this is 1 meter. From one tree to the other, 1 meter. Another tree now will come here that is 1 meter again. But from one low to the other, or from one line to the other, you do it 3 meters. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Yes, that is where now you place your other line. So from one line to the other, 3 meters. But from one tree to the other, that is 1 meter. So now let me come back to the pruning. I need to show you what are you pruning. Not every branch that you're supposed to prune. Yes, now we agreed that we are timing the weakest branches. So my tree is here. This is not a weak. This one is not a weak, already fruiting. So what will happen to this, because it has a lot of flowers, we are going to thin the fruit. So this one, we will bed it down. But now here, there are some very weak and new branches. We need to thin them off. I mean, why am I saying thinning? It's pruning. Don't worry, it's just the other day that I learned these things. So that I'm also trying to encourage myself to move. And I have to remind myself. So this is, you can see this branch has nothing, only some leaves. Trying to manage itself. So this is it. So you just throw it away. So these are the ones that you're going to prune. These ones. No fruiting, no flowering. So these are the ones that you need. The reason why you are pruning these ones to become stronger, and also when they are flowering, the fruits can be super. You realize that I'm pruning all the weakest branches, and then I'm targeting the center so that it can open up inside here. For those who are doing Wambugu apples or other varieties of apples, you realize that the most part that will be fruiting is at the edge or at the top. Why? Because they are enjoying the sunshine very well. That's why we are pruning, to open up so that even the flowering can happen or fruiting can happen even at the center. The other thing we realize is that you need to even prune on top. So the trees should not go that high. So I forgot to prune this one. Yeah, so you realize that your trees are going up. You make sure that you prune. Is it pruning? Yes. It's pruning. Don't mind me. I told you I'm a student in one way or the other. So you make sure that you're pruning on top and manage your trees inside here. You need such a, is it a machine or a gadget or what? It's a tool for me. It's called sekatua. So you need this to make your work so easy. So don't start using your knife, please. I'm not training such farmers because if you use your knife, of course you use some force, and using some force, you shake the flowers which are happening, and then you see the flowers of the fruits shedding off. So that is what we're supposed to exercise. I hope my students, you are getting this. So please, those are the things to note. When you see a tree like this one was just automatically because it was carrying a lot of fruits, and you can see the branches are trying to come down. So this one is a bit open, but still I'm going to remove some of the, I'm going to do what is called pruning of these branches, like this one, which has nothing. But so here, luckily enough, I got some more fruits here. I can be able to do the thinning. Yeah, I'm very keen on the word thinning and pruning, these names. So this small branch has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fruits, and it's a small branch. So what is going to happen here, I'm going to thin. At least I got one tree, I'm going to do thinning. So I'm going to remove these weak fruits, like these ones. Literally, you remove them like this. That's why I said you need to wait for the flowers to form some fruits, so that these ones, like this one, is trying to become yellow. This is nature. So don't ask where or what, Kate, what do I spray? You didn't have to spray, but this is natural, yeah? So these are the fruits that you thin or literally remove and throw them away. And as we agreed, because you are doing organic, you don't throw away very far. Remember, this is also food. So you take it back near to the stem. It becomes, manure also. So this tree, we are going just to pull the branches down, and this one will trigger more yield. More yield. But we realized that we need what is called pollinator. So for those of us who have already planted Wambugu apples, we came with some pollinators. These are like this farm we have is 5 acres farm, and it has more than 600 trees. Well, so what we are going to do, we are going to plant in between from one tree to the other, because the spacing was 2.5 meters. So what you are going to do, we are going to place the pollinator in between. So you need a pollinator, of which you allow me and give me some little time, then I'll be able now to sell to you, because you need it, and they told us that you need a pollinator. And the pollinator that we have can fruit 8 times in a year. I hope I'm clear. So it's not just a tree, it's a fruit, it's your fruit, it's an apple, but it's also going to fruit and give you fruit. But amazing, it will fruit 8 times in a year. So you need a pollinator, so they are also fruits. You can be able to crunch, yes. So I'm going to place them in between, and then my pollination happen very well. So in between, you realize we have some nursery beds here, but amazing Wambugu apples is already fruiting. So I don't know what I can say, because I don't know whether it's pruning here or what, of thinning. So, but of course, this one we have to thin. Most of the times you buy our seedlings, you realize that within 2 or 1 month they are starting flowering. Please don't you dare allow this early pregnancy to happen in your farm. Is an abomination. So this one has almost how many? 10 fruits, and still is in the nursery. So what does that mean? It means you need to thin. Is it? Yes, thinning. So you just need to remove them. So I've removed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those are 9 fruit. If around them, they could have fruited, but you don't do that. So don't allow them to fruit at this point. All of them have flowers. I don't know what is happening. Or they're enjoying the sunshine. All this, you need to remove them. You don't allow them at this point. So these are what you wake up like another morning like this and start doing what is called thinning. So hey, someone is asking, Kate, hey, what are you doing? Those are fruits. But no, it's like a little girl. Yeah, 10 years carrying pregnancy. Abomination. So you literally remove them. You remove them completely, so that this tree can first of all concentrate on building muscles, more branches, and also making the stem strong to carry fruits in future. So I think I've covered a lot what I learned in Israel. And I thought I should also talk to you as a farmer. Those who are new, those who are old farmers, you know now what to do. Those are new, at least new farmers, you have a chance. But still, as old farmers, you just need to fix in between where we did the planting already. So you just fix another one there, which is still good. And this system, they call it high density. So it's like you're hiding, but you're also harvesting. So it's called high density. So for those already who have done it, so you can just add another tree, and then the system just comes in, and then you can be able to enjoy much harvest and more quality fruits. So that's all. I hope you learned something. But for in case you didn't get something or you need a clarification, please don't hesitate to call me or to text me, or even to walk, or even to fly, or even to drive. in Laikipia, and then I can give you more information. I say this is a journey that you are going to walk together. You're not just going to walk alone. I mean, you can help me, I can help you. So no one in this journey is perfect. You're not perfect. I am, as I'm not perfect. No one, even if you call me the ambassador, not that I know everything, but it's a journey that you are going to walk together and then helping each other. So please, for any question, you can even leave a comment there. My team or myself, I'll be able to attend to it. And then at least you'll be able to get more information that you get. So from the table of the ambassador of Wambugu apples, I wish you a fruitful week, a fruitful day, a fruitful year, and a fruitful lifetime. May you live long. I give you another 200 years on what enjoying the Wambugu apple, clenching Wambugu apples. Cheers.